My favorite memory of BJ's got to be when he beat up Diego. Just because Diego, and I'm friends with Diego, but I mean that reign of terror he had he made a guy cry. He, and these are valid contenders. Joe Stevenson's a badass. Diego's a badass, and just the beating he put on people.
My favorite fight of his was when he fought Sean Shirk and hit him with that flying knee and put him to sleep. That was one of my favorite KOs.
Sean Shark fight was just one of them, unbelievable. It's a fight that you'd want to be in, you know what I mean? It's not that it's just one of them that you'd love to walk away from a fight like that, with your hand raised, because it was unbelievable.
My favourite memory of BJ Penn's got to be the fight against Joe Stevens, just the aftermath. It's such an epic, you can get it in stills, and it works when you've got Joe Daddy crying in the octagon and him just licking his gloves. I mean, it's a pretty nasty shot, but he was such a scrappy guy. He was the first guy who was just so full of attitude, but at the same time, such a beautiful martial artist.
In his heyday, if you like, I wasn't watching UFC at that time, so it's been more what I've looked back at now. But I enjoyed the Frankie and BJ. Well, it's now trilogy, isn't it? But those sort of first couple of fights, obviously Frankie won, but I think they put on a good show together.
The first ever UFC event I went to was in Newcastle, and I think it was 2008. And BJ Penn headlined it for the lightweight title against Joe Daddy Stevenson, and I remember he absolutely murdered the guy, cut Joe Stevenson open, and there was a lot of blood in the fight, and he ended up choking him out quite early on. And as he was celebrating, he had Joe Stevenson's blood all over him, and he licked the blood off his gloves, and that's just a pretty memorable moment for me, especially because it was my first UFC event.
I remember he walked out to Crazy from Gnarls Barkley, and he was just so intense, and that to me was when I was like, man, that he's just so focused, he's so intense, and I just admired him for just his fighting spirit, and then he fought emotional. I love that.
Just his celebration, and his walkout. I know it sounds ridiculous. His fights are great too, but the way he celebrates, I remember just licking the gloves. It's absolutely crazy, and his walkout with his song, and it's very calm and great personality. One of the only guys, not now, but at the time, who could really, light up that division, lightweight division, or welterweight division, lightweight division. The lighter guys, you have to be a real personality to get a draw and have people interested in you. And BJ Penn was the first really to do that in my eyes.